This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
And word salad, a phrase that I coined. Actually, God, it's been a long time now. Way back in the early 2000s. You ready for this? This is classic word salad. You're gonna love this. This is gonna blow your fucking mind because you're going, oh my God, I never caught it. And they all say it, all of them. You ready? Here it comes. National ID. They all say it. Vivek Ramaswamy just said it in Iowa. Donald Trump just said it. Donald Trump just said it in Iowa. National ID. Well, wait a minute. I don't need a national ID. I got my fucking driver's license in my wallet. What do I need a national ID for? Ah. Good point, hey? They all say it. It's so subtle. It's so, like I said, it's subterfuge. It's deviant. Not deviance. It's deceptive. It's deceptive. It's so subtle. National ID. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the polls and we gotta do write-in voting and we gotta have a national ID. And it's like, whoa, what? We gotta have a what? National ID? What the fuck we need No, I've got a national ID, bitch. It's called my driver's license. I don't need a fucking national ID for shit. And the national ID is unconstitutional any goddamn way. I've got my national ID. It's called my driver's license, and that's all I fucking need. I don't need a fucking extra card to identify me as an American citizen. No, I fucking do not. Because the national ID will control you. That's why. Just like monotheism controls the masses. National ID would control the mass. It consolidates, right? If you only got one deity, then your choices are limited. Your ability to go, to do different things and be an individual is hampered. You want to go hang out with Artemis? You want to go hang out with Daphne? You want to go hang out with Dionysus? You want to go hang out with Helen? You can go hang out, with under a pantheon of gods. You got a choice. You can go hang out with you're not restricted. But when you condense them all down into one deity and say, oh, well, it's just one deity, and so you can only do this, and you can only do that, and you can only go here, you can only go there. Well, what is that? That's control. That's control, dumbasses. But see, they screwed up when they did the Bible because they forgot to change something. In the Bible, it says, let us go down and confuse their language, lest nothing be impossible to them. Now that scripture is just fucking amazing to me. But the key thing here, let us go down. Wait a minute, what? I thought it was monotheism. They missed it. They missed that passage. When they were changing it to monotheism, they missed that passage. And then there's another passage where it says, let us make man in our image after our likeness, etc., etc. They missed that passage too. Everything else they converted to monotheism, but for some reason, they missed those two sets of passages. And it allows you to get a sneak peek into the fact that, oh, wait a minute, this was polytheism, and then he converted it to monotheism. And that's how you can tell. Because they converted it to monotheism. Because it did say we and us. But if you read it later, it says I and me. Well, wait a minute. It can be both. If it's monotheism, then it's monotheism, right? Well, wait a minute. And I spoke to a rabbi years ago. That back when the trolls were trying to claim I was a Jew. And so I went to a rabbi. I actually went to a fucking rabbi. I said, hey, am I Jew? He's like, no. It's like, no. And so I got to talking to the rabbi, and I said, well, and he amazed me by saying, well, we're actually polytheistic. And I'm like, say what? He said, yes, original Kabbalistic Judaism is polytheistic. It's not monotheistic. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, damn. But yeah, the internet's regulated like a telephone, so technically, I guess you could call it a telethon. But anyway, he's having this fundraiser for America First. And I kind of hate that they use that term because, I'm not a fucking Nazi. I want America to be first, but I'm not a fucking Nazi. I don't hate the Jews. I hate the Bolsheviks, but that's the difference, huh? Because the Bolsheviks are not all Jews. Now, by contrast, I can hate all Muslims because they all follow the Quran, and the Quran says to kill my happy ass because I'm an evil pagan. Good luck with that shit. You'll get about as far as I get trying to talk to Trump, which is none, zero. Trump won't even return my messages. I find it, somebody asked me, said, well, Trump's going to respond to you on Truth Social, or some of these congressmen will respond to you. And I'm like, no, they won't. They say, well, why not? Because I actually ran for public office. I ran under the U.S. Taxpayer Party for the House of Representatives, folks. A lot of you don't know that because the trolls ain't going to tell you. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I actually ran for public office under the U.S. Taxpayer Party, a real conservative party, unlike the GOP, which allows for abortion and allows for other leftist ideologies. You think the Constitution Party, aka the U.S. Taxpayer Party, you think they would fucking allow abortion or allow any of these leftist bullshit agendas? Fuck no. And especially in 2023. I mean, it's 2023, folks. There is no reason to kill a child. I don't care if the woman is raped. If the woman is raped and you don't want that child, you can give it up for adoption. You can put it in an artificial womb. You can put it in a test tube. You can fucking put it in an incubator. I mean, there is a plethora of things that are open to women in 2023 other than killing the baby. So why do you need to kill a baby again? Oh, because we need adrenochrome, because that's what we drink to keep ourselves young. Got to keep that adrenochrome flowing. When Tulsi Gabbard wanted to go back to Washington, D.C., and she changed her mind, didn't she? You want to know why? Because she realized that DC's a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, Admiral Akbar in Star Wars. It's a trap. It's a trap. Well, it really is. It really is. Ironically, this also means that Tulsi Gabbard was the real deal, whereas all these other motherfuckers are lying out their goddamn teeth. Right? Yeah. Or they wouldn't be in D.C. If they truly were patriotic Americans and they truly loved America and they truly cared about the American people and defended the American people, they wouldn't have been allowed in D.C. They wouldn't have got 5 inches from D.C. You think they're going to let my happy ass in D.C.? No. Well, Bon, you're a Native American. They ought to let you in there since you're diverse. Yeah, diverse my ass, okay? Yeah, fuck that. I'm a red man, but I look white. And that's all that matters in the eyes of some. He looks white. That's close enough. Hey, cracker boy, Anyway.